ẹ máa pé súnà ló lè ṣe o.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
ẹ máa pé súnà ló lè ṣe o.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
gbogbo kọ́nù kọ́ èyí tí a ń fà.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
gbogbo àríyànjiyàn èyí tí a ń fà.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
ẹ máa pé súnà ló lè ṣe o.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
gbogbo kọ́nù kọ́ èyí tí a ń fà.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
olórí wa ẹ wá ká ṣe súnà.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
gbogbo lọ́ba lọ́ba ẹ wá ká ṣe súnà.
Súnà ló lè
gbogbo
ṣe.
mùsùlùmí ká mójútó súnà.
Súnà ló lè
ẹ
ṣe.
bá wa bí wá ó jama'u ká.
Súnà ló lè
pé kí
ṣe.
ni súnà èyí tí a ń lọ.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
ìsìlámù òdodo là ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
ìtọ́lọ́hun ọba tó fi rán ànábì.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
ìtọ́lọ́hun ọba tó fi rán rọ̀súlù.
Súnà ló lè ṣe.
ìsìlámù ní súnà súnà ṣáni ìsìlámù.
Súnà.
My name is Alaro, who wish to present this token gift to you.
In the name of Allah, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful to His creation. All praise is due to Allah, who beautified the earth with His vegetation. He embellished the heavens with the constellation. He created the sun and the moon in orbital harmony and rotation. He gave us day and night in perfect alternation. He rose over His majestic throne after creating the creation and revealed to us the Quran, guaranteeing its preservation. He sent to us a prophet to be a paradigm of emulation and blessed us with kalimatul shahada as our solid foundation. He gave us the Sharia to be our source of legislation. He gave us the faculty of hearing, seeing, and sensation. He united us from different tribes and races to make us an ummah, one nation. He is the King of Kings on the final day of compensation. And He shall raise our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam on that day on the praiseworthy station. He made heaven for the believers of powerful innovation, of powerful motivation and desired destination, and created hell to be the place of excommunication and eternal domination. Praise be to Allah, for all that is in the heaven bows to Him in prostration. The chairman of this occasion, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak, ably represented by Malam Saadu Abdul Salam, SA on Strategy. Allow me to respectfully acknowledge the distinguished personalities here, and most especially my sheikh, my mentor, my supervisor, both in master's and PhD level, Dr. Ibrahim Adi, the person I regarded as my father after my biological father, with the whole meaning of the word father. All other important dignitaries here present are recognized, and I will respectfully stand on the existing protocol and say to all of you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The theme of this symposium, as presented to me by the organizers, was the role of Saudi Arabia in serving the society. a case study of Professor Alaro. But in my humble opinion, something should be added to the theme. It should either be the role of Saudi Arabian government in serving the society or in development of the society, or the role of the alumni, Saudi Arabian alumni in developing or in serving the society. So I make my paper to be good for both the two, whatever is chosen. This symposium was purposely to celebrate with our brother who was recently honored by a Royal Medal of Excellence among the 10 most distinguished alumni of the year 2022. The recipient was awarded the medal by His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, the incumbent governor of the holy city and state of Madinah on 15 June 2022. Now the preamble. There is no much need to say that the Saudi Arabian government is leading other nations in rendering service to Islam. But which government in the world will better do that? Is it not the seat of the holy lands which were trodden by Allah's prophets in their quest to please their Lord through devotion in His worship? Was it not the first land of Islam? Is there not the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, which was the first house established for mankind, blessed and a guidance for the world? Is there not in their land the sacred haram of our prophets and all the revered historical grounds of Islam? There is no doubt that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabian efforts in serving Islam, Muslims and humanity in general could not have been completed without the favor of Allah and the good leadership that it enjoyed since the inception of the Al Saud government. I'm not here to outline figures or set out historical facts with its dates, but I want to reiterate the great efforts of this noble kingdom in serving the Muslim Ummah in various ways and means, which led to the emergence of this great personality that suddenly appeared in the African arena and played an unprecedented role in the areas of research, education, and Islamic leadership. This personality is known, but our revered Sheikh, Imam, Professor Abdurazak Ibn Abdul Majid Sambo Alaro, the immediate past head of Department of Islamic Law in the University of Ilorin, the founding member of the African Union of Scholars in Bamako, and its pioneer head of research and translation department, the founder of the esteemed As-Sunnah Academy for Da'wah and Research in Nigeria, member of the London Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, the world's leading professional body for dispute resolution and dispute management, a member of the board of directors of Nigerian Endowment Foundation, member of the advisory board of the Central Bank of Nigeria on non-interest banking, the chief imam of Abu Bakr Siddiq Mosque, who is also in his way to be a member of the National Institute MNI, after being nominated by His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari GCFR, the Nigerian president, to be a participant of the Senior Executive Course number 44 in the prestigious National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies in Kuru, Jos, Plateau State, which he is currently and gracefully undergoing. The role of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in serving Islam. No doubt that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has put great efforts in spreading Islam and serving the Muslim Ummah around the world. First and foremost, the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is unique in applying a clear approach to the application of Sharia, with its limits and provisions derived from the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, along with complete independence of justice and the judicial system. No doubt this is what made it one of the safest countries on earth for its citizens, residents, and visitors. From another point of view, the kingdom has put great efforts in taking care of the noble book of Allah through the King Fahd complex for the printing of the Noble Quran. This service to the Book of Allah is an unprecedented one in the history of Islam. The complex reproduces millions of Quran copies, interprets it, publishes and distributes it globally in different languages. In addition to this, it has also shown great interest in the establishment of international programs and competitions for that. This goes hand in hand with the kingdom's efforts and concern for the Prophet's Sunnah, which was practicalized through the recent establishment of King Salman's complex for the service of Hadith. The Saudi Arabian policy towards expanding the two holy mosques, developing their architecture and providing the best services for pilgrims and those performing Umrah is another gesture implemented out of its belief in the great responsibility and honor granted to it. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has firm and unique historical positions in support of the Palestinian issue and in support of Al-Aqsa Mosque, with its initiatives in support of Muslim causes and its benevolent efforts in support of Muslim minorities around the world. Here, the efforts of King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, its pioneering works, programs, support, projects, and humanitarian programs it provides in various countries of the world, including our dear country, Nigeria, must be commended. Mr. Chairman, sir, another factor that makes the kingdom to lead the world is its efforts in combating extremism and its continuous call for peace, tolerance, peaceful coexistence with others, and promoting the values of moderation and nation building. With regard to education, the kingdom's efforts to teach Islamic sciences and call to Allah the Almighty with correct and moderate approach, according to the Sunnah, is something that deserves to be commended with all reverence and appreciation. In this context, the mention of what Allah bestowed upon the kingdom for the establishment of the Islamic University, the pioneer of Sharia sciences, and the banner under which it stood and was raised, through which Saudi Arabia revived this religion in various parts of the world for more than 60 years. Now the Islamic University of Madinah. More than 60 years ago, this great Islamic edifice was established, precisely on 25th of Rabiul Awal 1381, corresponding to September 6, 1961, by the order of King Saud bin Abdul Aziz, may Allah have mercy on him, who ordered for the establishment of a university that specializes in Sharia and religious sciences in the Prophet's city. The Islamic University started with one college, namely the College of Sharia. Then it expanded to more than 10 faculties and colleges. Its buildings are located on the western bank of Wadi al-Aqib, south of the royal palaces, 5 kilometers from the Prophet's mosque. That brings Muslim students from all over the world to receive legal studies and Islamic culture so as to return to their countries after their graduation as advocates of truth and guidance, giving good tidings and warnings, using the proper approach in accordance with the teaching of the Prophet, in compliance with the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمَا كَانَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ لِيَنْفِرُوا كَافَّةً فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِنْ كُلِّ فِرْقَةٍ مِّنْهُمْ طَائِفَةٌ لِيَتَفَقَّهُوا فِي الدِّينِ وَلِيُنذِرُوا قَوْمَهُمْ إِذَا رَجَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَحْذَرُونَ. The meaning is that, and it is not for the believers to go forth to battle all at once. For there shall be, separate from every division of them, a group remaining to obtain understanding in the religion, and one that is advised their people when they return to them, that they might be cautious. This is a Surah Al-Tawbah. Due to the importance of this university to the Saudi state, it went through 3 stages, beginning with being an independent institution linked to the presidency in the Council of Ministers, and lastly, being under the supervision of the Ministry of Higher Education. One of the greatest coincidences, as Sheikh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad, may Allah preserve him, grant him health and sound memory, observed, he said Al-Azhar, which was the pioneer of Islamic sciences in the world for centuries, was weakened in the post-1960 period as a result of the presidential decree issued by the then President Jamal Abdel Nasser of Arab Republic of Egypt, setting up in it new colleges that specialized in conventional sciences, which crowded out the original Azhar College that specialized in Sharia, fundamentals of religion, and the Arabic language. This crowding out that happened in 1961 resulted in the weakening of Al-Azhar in both form and content. And as Allah will have it, in the same year, the flag of Islamic University was raised up to be the purest source of inspiration and knowledge seeking in Islamic sciences from all over the world. Among its important objectives when the Islamic University of Madinah was founded were, number one, conveying the message of Islam to the world through advocacy, university education, and postgraduate studies. Number two, instilling and developing the Islamic spirit and deepening religiosity in the life of the individuals and the society. Others are as shown in the paper distributed to you. The university also established values that are going to be consolidated, which are, number one, call to Islam with wisdom and good advice. Number two, adherence to the book of Allah and the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the path of the Salaf. Number three, moderation. Others are shown in the paper distributed to you. Now, proceeding from its Islamic and humanitarian mission, the Islamic University trailed the path of the sun to almost all the countries of the globe, choosing from the best of its inhabitants in order to teach them the religion and raise them with good education so that they become good leaders in their societies and in their countries, who will rebuild their nation by enjoining them to do good and forbidding evil. The Islamic University remained a model for other religious institutions in the world. It is truly a university founded on piety from the first day, with the blessings of three eminent and revered sheikhs, namely Sheikh Muhammad bin Ibrahim, Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Baz, and Sheikh Abdul Muhsin al-Abbad, rahimallahu al-Jami' wa hafidh al-Baqi. They were among the most educated people of the current time as regards to the knowledge of the Sunnah. Mr. Chairman, distinguished personalities, graduates of the Islamic University of Medina, and their contributions towards developing their societies. The graduates of Islamic University in Medina are there in almost all countries of the Islamic world and beyond, including Europe, America, the defunct Soviet Union, and others. You hardly ever set foot in a place except that you find in its corners people who teach the religion of Islam according to the correct methodology. When you ask them, you will find out that they are among the graduates of Islamic University. One can realize the diversity of their contributions and service to their nations. Some of them are imams, some are teachers, some are jurists and judges. Among them are some prominent writers, journalists, politicians, and businessmen. Many of them have become leaders in their societies and warriors with the sword and with pen. Among the most prominent and influential graduates in various countries are Sheikh Ihsan Ilahi Zahir, a Pakistani Islamic scholar and founder of Jama'at Ahl al-Hadith in Pakistan, who was assassinated in a bomb blast in 1987 at the age of 42. There is also Dr. Bilal Phillips, a Canadian Islamic scholar and founder of International Open University in Qatar. There is a well-known and prominent scholar, Mufti Ismail bin Beng, Grand Mufti of Zimbabwe, and a famous motivational speaker. There is the famous reciter, preacher, and Islamic poems artist, Sheikh Mishari bin Rashid Al-Affas. Others are there in the paper. Among them are the Special Envoy of the Prime Minister to Middle East in Malaysia. There is also the current governor of North Maluku State in Indonesia, the incumbent Mufti of Poland, the current Minister of Islamic Affairs in Malaysia, the former Minister of Islamic Affairs in Maldives, the ambassador, Sierra Leonean ambassador to Saudi Arabia, current one, the now Ugandan ambassador to Sudan, the Bosnian ambassador to Saudi Arabia. This is to mention but a few. And just 2 days earlier, I heard about the passing away of Sheikh Muhammad Al-Sharif, the founder of Al-Maghrib Institute in Houston, in the USA, Texas, which he founded in 2001. He was also a graduate of Islamic University of Madinah. May Allah have mercy on him. Here in Nigeria, there is no state in the south or in the north that is without an influential and prominent personality in the national service or in the education sector who was taught and noted in the Islamic University. To give an example, in the north, there was late Sheikh Jafar Mahmoud Adam, a prominent Sheikh, Quranic reciter and caller to Islam. He was a graduate of College of Quran in 1993 and a colleague to our celebrant. He was unjustly killed while he was in the state of sujood during the morning prayer of Friday 13, year 2007. May Allah have mercy on him. There was also a late Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Ibrahim Bamba of Ghanaian origin. He resided in Kano, and for about 40 years, he was there benefiting people. He was among the most diligent students of Sheikh Hamad al-Ansari, the great Madinah Hadith scholar who died in 1998. Others are shown in the paper distributed to you. Here from the south, we have Sheikh Rashid Hadiyatullah, the proprietor of Sheikh Bin Baz College in Iwo, Osun State, and a former chairman of the Osun State Pilgrims Welfare Home. He was the first student to graduate with 2 bachelor's degrees from 2 different faculties in Medina simultaneously. There is also Sheikh Aminullah Ibrahim. May Allah have mercy on him. A renowned Islamic scholar, preacher, and mentor of many including Alaro. There is Dr. Rafi Owanla Buseri, the first PhD graduate among Nigerians in the University of Madinah. Before his graduation, he was the chairman of Nigerian Students' Union in the university. That was when we were in UG1. He is currently the Grand Mufti of Ijebu in Ogun State. Here we saw there is Dr. Sirajuddin Bilal Al-Asra. He was a senior lecturer of Islamic jurisprudence in Al-Hikmah University, Ilorin, and currently the director in Inayatullah Academy, Iwo, Osun State. There is also Associate Professor Abdul Wahab Eleshi, a respected scholar and jurist who served for many years at the Nasarawa State University, Kefi in the north, and he is currently a senior member of the Faculty of Law, Kwara State University, Malaysia. The list is so long, everywhere you go. Mr. Chairman, sir, allow me now to talk about the celebrant, the awardee of Medal of Excellence by the Islamic University of Madinah, Professor Abdulrazak Ibn Abdul Majid Sambo Alaro. I have known Professor Abdulrazak very closely since more than 30 years ago, when we were both students at the Islamic University. He is a very friendly and cheerful person. You hardly meet him except that he is smiling. His jokes are always meaningful. He continually serves and helps people. He has friends across almost all the countries of the world. Everyone who knows him will undoubtedly tell you of his wisdom and gentleness. As for his participation in the fields of studies and research, he scored the highest honor. He is superior in the class over his peers, unless he became a pride to we Nigerians, to his classmates, and to other of his associates. The same can be said of his participation in scientific and cultural competitions. Professor Alaro graduated from the Faculty of Sharia in 1993, not only with a distinction, but as an overall best graduate student with first-class degree in the whole University of Madinah for their 1992-93 session. Therefore, his department never hesitated in nominating him to further his studies. Before completing his studies at the master's and doctoral levels, he prepared, during that period, several research works that were accepted by a number of educational and scientific journals. As he also engaged in community services. During that time, he was appointed head of the African Translations Unit at the King Fahd Complex for the printing of the Noble Quran in Madinah. After graduating from the university and obtaining his doctorate in 2002, that is 20 years back, he taught at the University of Ilorin and continued to write research papers and translated quite a large number of Arabic books into the local language. He wrote many research papers on Islamic financial institutions, published by many multinational corporations. Many of them are listed here in the paper distributed to some of you. In a nutshell, Professor Alaro has over 100 valuable researches and academic papers and books published and presented at different conferences in Nigeria and beyond. Most of his researches are in the fields of Islamic jurisprudence and economics. And as Allah will have it, this icon had the opportunity to apply his researches in practice, as he was opportune to be appointed member of the Financial Regulation Advisory Council of Experts of the Central Bank of Nigeria, and also he worked on developing Islamic financial policies for a number of companies and cooperative societies. He also participated in the membership and chairing of several Sharia boards for Islamic financial institutions in Nigeria. In the field of teaching and academic work, in addition to his lecturing in the Department of Sharia, which he has been at its head between 2019 and 2021, he supervised a number of researchers and assessed many of them, as he was appointed external examiner of postgraduate studies in various Nigerian and Malaysian universities. He attended quite a great number of seminars and conferences nationally and internationally. He represented Nigeria at the first conference on peace in Africa, which took place in South Africa in 2012. He participated in many other conferences in Saudi Arabia, Britain, Turkey, Malaysia, and many African countries, including Sudan, Morocco, Niger, Tanzania, Rwanda, among others. When it comes to advocacy, Professor Abdulrazak is a member of the Council of Scholars in Nigeria, a founding member of the Union of African Scholars in Bamako, and the head of Research and Translation Department in the new union since its inception in 2011. He has an active participation in the communication channels, beside his constant lessons in the audio, visual channel that hundreds of thousands of viewers and listeners follow. On community services, our dear friend took the initiative to establish the Sunnah Academy for Da'wah and Research, which controls institutes, schools, and educational activities. It takes care of the advocacy and voluntary charity works, so it became a part of him to build mosques, sponsor opens, help patients who have limited provision, and supervise the construction of over 300 wells in different parts of the country. And lastly, the award. Our celebrant, Professor Alaro, was the first Nigerian to win this kind of medal in the Islamic University of Madinah in the year 2017. But that was among the 28 most outstanding alumni selected for the award. He now became the first Nigerian again to win the medal out of only 10 selected among the graduates in 60 years. He had the beautiful history of being the first and being among the best, or being the best among his own equals. He was the first product of his secondary school, Muhyiddin College of Arabic and Islamic Studies, to be allowed to join the Faculty of Law in the Islamic University of Madinah without undergoing language immersion program, which was prominent at that time. He was the first Madinah graduate to be appointed as a professor among all Nigerians, the first among them to be called Tuba, and the first to earn 2 masters and 2 PhD degrees. Professor Abdurrazak later became the first postgraduate coordinator for both LMM Common Law and LM Islamic Law programs in the Faculty of Law, University of Ilorin. He was the first appointed lecturer as a supervisor for a PhD student in the Department of Islamic Law in 2014, and also the supervisor of the first PhD holder in Islamic Law of Insurance, not only from the University of Ilorin, but from any Nigerian university. Now the conclusion. No doubt that our celebrant has played an unprecedented role in the areas of research, education, and leadership. He is an icon of peace, arbitration, and social and educational development in all the stages of his life. The influence of his alma mater, the Islamic University of Madinah, on him is very apparent. He is truly a model to our teeming youth and the Nigerian scholars in general. I ask Allah the Almighty to continue to blaze the life of this icon, to give him enough health and wisdom to continue with his good work and service to Islam and humanity. May Allah reward in abundance the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for spreading light to the world through its educational institution, especially the Islamic University Madinah, our dear alma mater. We pray to Allah the Merciful to restore peace and tranquility to this our dear nation and bless us with good leaders who are merciful to our society. We pray to Allah with beautiful names of His and noble attributes to protect this country, bring to it all the desired development, give its leadership the wisdom to gear it towards more success. Oh Allah, protect our dear brothers and sisters in our Nigeria and beyond, and the whole mankind from calamities, misfortunes, plagues, distress, and disasters. Our last prayers are Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala Nabi Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Wassalamu alaikum.
Gbogbo kíkí tọ́lọ́hun ní gbogbo àfọ̀mọ́ tọ́lọ́hun yìí láyé lọ́jẹ́ atóbi lọ́lá apọ̀nígẹ̀ ọlọ́lá yanturu agbọ̀ngbọ́n tó gbọ̀ngbọ́n apàtàkì tó pàtàkì tí gbénú sánmọ̀ ṣèkìlọ̀ elétìímọ́ aláàrá olúgbòhùn nínú ọ̀run alágbàmì èjì tí fọ́n sórí ayé wẹ́líwẹ́lí aláṣẹ òrùn tí mú ní gbogbo ilẹ̀kílẹ̀ títóbi fọ́ba ṣèkìlọ̀ fún gbogbo dúníyàn tí ò ṣe é rí fín tọ́jọba lórí ayé máàlíkù tọ́láṣẹ alákejì agbára tó kólé ayé ró ọba tí ń jẹ́ kánrin kése olùṣẹ̀dá ikú pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀mí ọba kàyàkàyà tó kọjá ẹni àdìgbòlù ọba ìmọ́lẹ̀ ọba ìbẹ̀rù pátápátá oníkápá ọba lèwí lè ṣe asọ̀bìdìrẹ tí gbére kò ní olóṣùwọ̀n àwọn pé àìpẹ̀dín ní fi wọn ṣe ẹ̀dá fóníṣẹ́ aṣíjúwolẹ̀ máwùbí ọba tó ní ńlá jayé lọ apàṣẹ àgbà tí ti bí àlè àràṣí dájọ́ tó búrẹ́kẹ́ ọlá tán tó fira rẹ̀ sí kọ̀bí ìkọ̀kọ̀ àsàlátù tó kún kẹ́kẹ́ kó máa bá síwájú ẹ̀dá bàbá Fátímà tí jó ń ṣẹ́ ńlá aṣáájú rẹ̀ tó dùn ún kọ́ṣe ni ẹni adálọ́lá ayé tán tá a tún dálọ́lá alákejì ìrìn àjò òru ló ti rí gbogbo kàyéfì ìdákọ́ńkọ́ tó pẹ́ kánrin ní yàrá ìmọ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà tó ń ṣẹ́ ńlá ń jíṣẹ́ nígboro Mọ́kà lásìkò ọ̀hún gbogbo ọ̀tọ̀nkùlú tó ń bẹ ní Mọ́kà ló gbógun olóògùn àṣàṣì ń rúbọlé Muhammad lórí àwọn olówó wọ́n tún gbé olórin èké dìde pé tí wọ́n bá ti ń kọrin kí wọ́n máa bú wọ́n ní kí gbogbo sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa kéwì àtakò kíkó wá ó máa sátà nábì ó ń ṣẹ́ ńlá kọjá ẹni à ń sọ̀rọ̀ àrífín sí ìkìlọ̀ fún gbogbo dèbò kọ́ńfọ́dà ní kí gbogbo ẹlẹ́nu kọ́ sọ́nu òun ni the most influential personality in human history ìwé Michael Hart ní ẹ̀ka kẹ́rì dí òkodoro gbogbo ẹni tí ń jápá mọ́nú ẹ̀sìn mi agbájá èèyàn kan ò ní bu ẹnu àtẹ́lu ó ń ṣẹ́ ńlá Muhammad láyé ń bí káwá dákẹ́ bí olúndù ká má sọ̀rọ̀ lárúbáwá lọ́ba èdè tó ń bẹ lóde àgbáyé ẹni bá lọ nípa rẹ̀ ló lè yé òun la fi sọ ìyá àtìrà kalẹ̀ fún ṣẹ́ ńlá kárí ayé ni ọ̀gá èdè gbogbo ní í ṣe òun sì lédè kan pàtàkì tá dání wáyé sàlẹ́sàdé góńgó tá a fi ń jọ́sìn nínú ẹ̀sìn àsìnlá iṣẹ́ ńlá orin kéwú èdè lárúbáwá ò ṣe kẹ̀tẹ̀fẹ̀kẹ́ rárá o èèyàn tó bá tọpa ìmọ̀ ẹ̀sìn títí tó fi lépa bámọ̀ ọ̀hún láyé oore tá a ṣe fún wàláhì àgbà oore nínú oore ni nírú wá fi lè kọrin ewì nípa ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Abdulrazak Abdulmajid tí í Jáláró ọmọ tí a tó ṣe é mú yan gàdójú àmì ẹ̀gà òpé kóyin má dùn ọmọ Aláró yakínlálá bá a bá rẹ́rìn kápá rẹ́rìn àjànàkú kọjá mo rí nǹkan fìrí Aláró kọjá ẹni àáfí kọ́rọ̀ sọ gbogbo ajápámọ́nú ẹ̀sìn mi agbájá àgbà òjìmì níbi ká tú kẹ̀kẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn yékéyéké ọlọ́lá ńlẹ́ ó tún gbayì lájò ẹnì ọba fi kọ́ńkínná ròyìn Aláró irọ́ funfun bálá ńlọ́pamọ́ kì í fojú pààyàn rẹ̀ rárá bó ṣe lọ́lá tó bó ṣe nípò tó kọ̀ falágbéraga ìwà pẹ̀lẹ́ ń bẹ fún Professor Abdulrazak tí í Jáláró mo kọminú nípa rẹ̀ dójú àmì kákéwú kákọgbọ́n orí làwa ń wí o bá a bá kàwé ká tún ká làákàyè lọ́tọ̀ Aláró ta lẹ́nu kéwú Aláró ta lẹ́nu bíi kílìṣì kútúwéńjì gbáǹkọ́ gbí vocabulary tó lòdò kì í rí tú ó tún bẹ lórí baba kì í sọ̀rọ̀ àwàdà ọ̀kan nínú àwọn mẹ́wàá tó gẹṣin jáko ní gbogbo oríkùsùn àgbáyé nínú àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ jáde fásitì Madinah ní Saudi Abdulrazak ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí Jáláró gba sàdánkátà mi lọ́jọ́ gbogbo ògbóǹtarìgì lọ́jẹ́ ó sì ti haranta nínú oníwàásí àrà ọ̀tọ̀ ariwo kì í pọjọ́ òkìkí oṣù kì í poṣù ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ yìí kẹ́ ẹ má sì mí gbọ́ o torí pé bá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó ta kókó létí ẹni tí ò gbọ́ Yorùbá dénú nínú àìgbọ́yé wọn ẹ̀ ń pègèdè ni òwe lẹ́sìn ọ̀rọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Aláró ó jẹ mí ní dànsákì mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn ọ̀la gbogbo ẹ tẹ́tí o mi ò fọ̀tẹ̀ kọrin ewì yìí kẹ́ ẹ mọ́ fọ̀tẹ̀ gborin ewì lọ́wọ́ mi bá a bá lásíwájú tó jáfáfá tó tún yẹ kínú ọmọ bí wa ni ìwà tí wọ́n fi mọ ọmọ Yorùbá sì ló jẹ́ àkùkọ gàgàrà Yorùbá ní fogbe orí ẹ̀ fáyìnrìn yẹ̀wò èèyàn tó bá tara alẹ́ ẹ̀ ní múrí kan kò lè rí ìrà ní wàsó mọ́ ọ́ dájú ká má torí kọ́bẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ fi gégi mọ́ panla ọ̀tẹ̀ ò pé tẹ̀m̀bẹ̀lẹ̀kún ògbèèyàn ká jayé pọ̀ lódùn ó wù ní ká jẹran pẹ́ lẹ́nu òun fa ọlọ fún sí ní ọgbà àsìkò lọ́fẹ́ ṣaláì tó mo lè kọrin ewì yìí dọ̀la fún Aláró kí gbogbo ayé fi gbọ́ ní tilé tó kó èmi lẹ́nsáíklópídíà orin ewì tó dáńtọ́ tèmi yàtọ̀ sí takéwì tí gbàwìn ẹ̀bà àmọ́ bí wọ́n bá bi yín léèrè wípé ta ló kọrin ewì sétí ẹ̀yin f'Aláró ẹ sọ pé mi ni Àbújá afárùn lèmi jẹ́ o tí fi súnà òdodo dáfátúwá orin èmi làyìnlá akéwì tí ọ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ tí forin ewì pèpè ẹ̀sìn.
Allahu Akbar. Ọlọ́run bá a san ilé san rí. Sẹ́lẹ̀ kejì dábìdá bá wọn gba àwọn ẹ̀yà ní báyìí. Ó dábàá lé kejì rí o. Masha Allah. Amiru Shuara.
Eléwì Súnnà.
Eléwì Súnnà. Amiru Shuara.
Àbí òwì dá. Àbí kò wí dá.
Wọ́n wí dá wákàtí alhamdulillah. Kọ́nà tí ó bá sọ wọ́n lẹ́sàn-án rí. Àwọn afáwa Pọ̀sálárò wọ́n kọ̀ púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ rántí àwọn kìíní kékeré kàtẹ́mì náà.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين صلاة وسلاما على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحابته الذين أحيوا سنته على طول المدى ثم أما بعد. Your Excellency, the representative of our governor, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak. I don't know how to do justice to this, my goodwill message. أود أن أنتهز هذه الفرصة الذهبية السانحة لأسجل تقديري وشكري لأصحاب الفضيلة الذين شاركونا في هذه الحفلة الميمونة الكريمة. أنا أقول في شأن فضيلة الأستاذ الدكتور عبد الرزاق عبد المجيد علارو بيت شعر وأترك معناها لأصحاب الفضيلة. الشاعر يقول: ولو لم يكن بين الرجال تفاؤت وما كان فيهم سادة ورعاه. Àparò kan ojú kan lọ àfẹ́yí tó bá gun rí ebè tó bá ṣe pé ebè náà ni bàbá wa Prof Alaro gùn wọ́n gun ebè. ولو لم يكن بين الرجال تفاؤت وما كان فيهم سادة ورعاه. Your Excellency, permit me to convert my goodwill message to prayer. I want to use this unique opportunity to pray that Almighty Allah, His infinite mercies, continue to be with our Professor Abdurazak Abdulmajid Alaro. We pray for him the divine guidance and protection. We pray that Almighty Allah, in His infinite mercies, continue to enhance His personalities at all times. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الرحمن الرحيم. سأجعل دقيقة إن شاء الله. كلمة واحدة أقولها في هذا البلد: أنا طالب الدكتوراه الأول أعتقد الذي يدرس الدكتوراه في الدراسات الإسلامية في جنوب نيجيريا، وهذا شرف أنا أفخر به وأسعد به كثيرا. كلمة واحدة أقولها إلى نيجيريا كاملة، إلى من الناس الفقراء، أصدقائي، أحبائي عفوا، الذين هم يتسولون في الشوارع، حتى أساتذتي ومشرفي ورئيس الجامعة ورئيس محمد بخاري أيضا، أقول لهم شكرا لكم على حسن ضيافتكم، شكرا لكم على كرمكم. أنا ما شعرت أبدا أنني غريب في هذا البلد. كل الناس أمزح معهم، أطفالا ورجالا ونساء وعجائز، لا كلهم يقبلون المزح معي.
وحتى أنني لم أشعر أنني في خارج هذا البلد، أنني قد قدمت من خارج. فإنني أشكركم جميعا إخوتي في هذا البلد، وبلغوا شكري الذي أقول لكم من قلبي، أقول لكم صادقا شكري لكم. نيجيريا لا يعرفها كثير من العرب، لا يعرفون النيجيريين. I would like to say that I am the first Arab student to submit for PhD in Islamic study in south of Nigeria. And I am proud of that, very proud of that. And I'm thanking every single Nigerian, from those people, my friends, those people begging money, till my professor, my supervisor, and my HOD, and even Mr. President Muhammad Buhari. I would thank them all for their hospitality. I have been in this country like a brother. I never feel that I am a stranger. Wallahi, I'm swearing. I never feel that I'm a stranger. I joke with many people, ladies, boys, men, old men, all they accept my joke. And because of their acceptance, I never feel that I am a stranger. So, thank you all, and pass my thankful to every single Nigerian. Thank you very much.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Sorry, sir, I want you to permit me to deliver the message or the speech of Saudi Ambassador Faisal bin Ibrahim al-Ghamidi in Arabic language, because I know that this occasion or this event, inshallah, will be recorded and will be sent to Saudi Arabia government. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salatu wa salamu ala nabiyyi al-Mustafa wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ulil karam wal wafa wa man bi atharihim iqtada wa iqtafa. Maali حاكم ولاية كوارا يمثلهم كل من الحاج سعد الدين صلاح الدين والحاج محمود غالي عليا والحاج بشير وديغون، صاحب السمو الملكي أمير مدينة إيلوري الأمير إبراهيم ذو القرنين الغنبري. Can we say Sheikh again? Can we say Sheikh again? Complete to be Sheikh. الأخ الفاضل البروفيسور محمد منصور إبراهيم من جامعة ولاية سوكوتو، رئيس القضاة المكلف حبيبنا وشيخنا الحاج عبد اللطيف كمال الدين الأدبي، رئيس خريجي الجامعات السعودية فرع ولاية كوارا البروفيسور عبد الغني عبد الحميد أكوريدي، أيها البرافصة والدكاترة ومشايخي الكرام والإخوة والأخوات، أحييكم بتحية الإسلام الخالدة، تحيتهم يوم يلقونه سلام. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يطيب لي أن أقوم أمام هذا الحفل الكريم لأمثل كلا من سعادة سفير خالد الحرمين الشريفين السفير فيصل بن إبراهيم الغامدي، وأيضا لأمثل مكتب الملحق الديني بأبوجا التابع لسفارة خادم الحرمين الشريفين. في الحقيقة كان السفير يريد أن يأتي إلى مدينة إيلوري ويشترك معنا في هذه الحفلة الكريمة، لكن لأجل الارتباطات المختلفة لم يتمكن من الحضور، فكلفني السفير وكذلك مكتب الملحق الديني أن ألقي هذه الكلمة، وهي كلمة وجيزة. أيها الإخوة والأخوات، إن العلاقة بين دولة نيجيريا وبين المملكة العربية السعودية لعلاقة قديمة وعريقة، وعلاقة متميزة، علاقة دينية من زمن طويل، لأن الحجاج والمعتمرين يأتون من نيجيريا إلى المملكة العربية السعودية. نعم، هي علاقة سياسية متينة. هذه العلاقة بدأت من زمان طويل، أكثر من 60 سنة بعد استقلال نيجيريا. بدأت هذه العلاقة من المؤسس الأول للحكومة السعودية الملك عبد العزيز آل سعود، وهذه العلاقة تزداد قوة بعد قوة، فازدادت هذه العلاقة المتينة في عهد خادم الحرمين الشريفين الملك سلمان ابن عبد العزيز آل سعود، ولي عهده الأمين الأمير محمد ابن سلمان ابن عبد العزيز آل سعود. وهذه علاقة مهمة. كنا نتذكر أن رئيسنا سافر إلى نيجيريا إلى السعودية ليلتقي مع أخيه الملك سلمان. أيها الحفل الكريم، فإن أخانا عبد الرزاق عبد المجيد ألارو أخ لنا، أخ كريم لنا، وابن للحكومة السعودية قبل أن يكون ابنا لدولة نيجيريا. عبد الرزاق ألارو ما شاء الله عالم متميز وداعية كبير وباحث أكاديمي معروف لدينا بعلمه الجزير وأدبه الجم وأخلاقه المتميزة. عبد الرزاق ألارو من وفخر لنا، فخر للسعودية قبل أن يكون فخرا لدولة نيجيريا. أيها الإخوة والأخوات، أريد أن أنتهز هذه الفرصة لأنصح إخواني الدعاة بأن ينتهجوا عند دعوتهم إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى، أن ينتهجوا منهج الوسطية والاعتدال، لا منهج التطرف والغلو والتشدد. الإسلام رحمة، نبينا رحمة، وديننا رحمة. أيها الإخوة والأخوات، الله سبحانه وتعالى يخبرنا في القرآن ويقسم لنا الأئمة إلى قسمين. هناك أئمة الهدى والخير، يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: وجعلناهم أئمة يهدون بأمرنا وأوحينا إليهم فعل الخيرات وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة وكانوا لنا عابدين. وهناك أئمة أخرى، وهنا فئة الأئمة الأخرى، وهي فئة الأئمة الضلال والشر والبدع. ويقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في سورة القصص: وجعلناهم أئمة يدعون إلى النار، يدعون إلى النار ويوم القيامة لا ينصرون. أسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا أئمة الهدى والخير. وإني في ختام هذه الكلمة الوجيزة أشكر الإخوة الذين نظموا هذه الحفلة الكريمة، الحفلة مناسبة لوسام الشرف الذي أخذه بجدارة واستحقاق. أخونا في الله الدكتور البروفيسور عبد الرزاق عبد المجيد Alaro, وأسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يبارك في هذا الحفل الكريم وأن يجزيكم خير الجزاء. Eléyìí ni ọ̀rọ̀ ti ambassador. Ìjọba fi kàn mọ́ sí ní ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi Professor Ibrahim Jamiu Tuyo. Professor Abdulrasaq Alaro, mo ń gbọ́ ń pa ìtẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, but níjọ́ tí kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ a ṣe program kan, a ṣe camp kan ní Imam University ní Riyadh ní around 1987. Ó wá nígbà náà, ó wá join wa participate in the camp náà. Mo rántí pé Dr. Zikula Shafi náà wà àtàwọn mìíràn tán wá. Professor Abdulrasaq Alaro, àwa ni kò sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn àìlá, mi ò ní gbàgbé ńjọ́ náà. Ó wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa al-istiqama. Wallahi mo wá ń wo ẹnu ẹ̀ báyìí. Lábání sọ mo wá ń wo ẹnu ẹ̀ báyìí. Abdulrasaq Alaro ní sọ lábá báyìí. Níwájú Professor Tuyo, níwájú Professor Qasim Badmasi. Masha Allah. Mo wá ń finú ṣàdúrà nígbà náà pé Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí ọmọ yìí ládùbáríkà ó wá ti ládùbáríkà báyìí alhamdulillah. Ọlọ́run ti máa pọ̀ sí pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run bá. Abdulrasaq Alaro, yani I'm very very impressed. Tí bá ń rí aláwọ̀kọ́ ni pé tí Alaro bá ń sọ Yorùbá báyìí ẹ̀ sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kò jáde kó lẹ̀ Yorùbá ni wallahi. Tí ó bá ń sọ èbó náà ẹ̀ máa wọnú ẹ̀ báyìí ni pé ta ni ń ṣe èbó yìí àti bá a jọ lọ́lẹ́kẹ́ kan náà ni àfáàní ìwọ tó ń sọ èbó tabani kó máa sọ lábáwá masha Allah. I can say that Professor Alaro is better and better in the Arabic language than Yoruba and English language. Let us say Allahu Akbar. Professor Alaro ìyẹn dáadáa ni ó sì ní tẹríba, wallahi ó ní tẹríba púpọ̀. Mo wá bẹ̀ Ọlọ́run bá sẹ́rí bí sáàmù tí ó gbà yìí, oyè tó gbà yìí, wallahi it's a great honor. It's a great honor. Kì í ṣe pé Abdulrasaq Alaro nìkan ló ní honor yìí o. Àwọn tí wọ́n kọ́ńkéwù wọ́n ní honor náà. Gbogbo àwa tí a jẹ́ elékéwù honor ló jẹ́ fún wa. Ìlọrin yìí wallahi honor ló jẹ́ fún wa. Gbogbo Nàìjíríà honor ni. Torí yẹn mẹ́wàá náà mú nínú Islamic University Madinah. Ó wá wà náà mẹ́wàá ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Ó yẹ ká máa dúpẹ́ dọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́ba. Let us say alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Like you have been told, I'm privileged with my colleagues behind me, Dr. Muhammad Gali Alaya, well known to all of us, and my colleague and brother, Muhammad Bashir, Special Advisor, Political Communication. And for your record, in addition to other contributing to promotion of Islam, another culture of our people, Bashir, for your information, is the founder of Al Baraka FM. Once again, therefore, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abraman Abrazak, personally would have loved to be here, but as I speak with you, he couldn't make it this morning because right now he's in the meeting with his colleagues nationwide. I therefore read his a brief speech. Today's occasion, in honor of our brother, Professor Abdulrasaq Majid Alaro, indeed represents what the entire Ilorin Emirate stands for. Like you all know, Ilorin Emirate is a famous global center of excellence in education, particularly Arabic education, propagation of Islam, and role model to other parts of the country and the sustenance of Islamic culture as a complete way of life. You know, Sheikh Alimi of Ilorin was one of the famous scholars, educationists, and propagators of Islam in Nigeria, among the children of the famous Usman Danfodio of Sokoto Caliphate. Prominent among the legendary scholars in Ilorin, whose footprint in the teaching of Arabic and propagation of Islam to various parts of the country and West Africa have made Ilorin proud. Our father, late Sheikh Tajuddin Al-Adam, Alfa Kokewu Kobere, Alfa Abubakar Omaiya, late Sheikh Muhammad Kamaluddin Al-Adabi, late Sheikh Adam Al-Ilori, and last year, but not the least, Sheikh Imam Abdullahi Jibri Imam Sha'aban, the founder of Muhyiddin College of Education, where the celebrant of today was produced as a scholar, to mention just a few. His Excellency Madam Abdurrahman Abdrazak, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, therefore congratulates our proud scholar of excellence and celebrant for today, Professor Abdrazak Majid Alaro, for making Africa, Nigeria, Kwara State, and Ilorin in particular, proud as a recognized scholar of global excellence. Professor Alaro excellence being celebrated today vindicates Governor Abdurrahman Abdrazak's unprecedented investment, political commitment, and priority to education in order to sustain the global reputation of Ilorin as a city of excellence in education, sustain the dream of the founding fathers of the state as one of the best in the country, and above all, to guarantee the brightest future for children and grandchildren. May I therefore congratulate all members of the Saudi Alumni Association in Nigeria, and in Kwara State in particular, for making Nigeria proud by their stellar academic and professional achievements. By doing so, they inspire more of our youths to towering principal paths to prosperity and to discourage those few ones engaged in unlawful acts which portray Nigerians negatively to the outside world. Abdrazak Alaro, who has made Kwara State proud nationally and globally, Governor Abdurrahman Abdrazak will inaugurate a Hall of Fame to be an integral part of the new Center for Arts and Culture. What we are saying here is that in full appreciation of patriots like the celebrant of today, our brother, Professor Abdrazak Alaro, Governor Abdurrahman Abdrazak is considering inaugurating a Hall of Fame where such distinguished patriots will constitute the Hall of Fame, unlike those who portray Nigeria negatively to the outside world. So we may begin with our brother, Professor Abdrazak Alaro. On behalf of the government and the people of Kwara State, may I therefore, at this point, the governor, you will recall that the guest speaker and part of those who spoke before did challenge the government that the governor of Medina or Saudi, am I right, personally presented the award to our brother, Professor Alaro, and that the Kwara State governor should also honor Saudi ambassador to Nigeria. At this point, may I invite Professor Alaro to join me in presenting an award on behalf of the people and government of Kwara State to His Excellency, the Saudi Arabia ambassador. on behalf of the people and government of Kwara State, and in appreciation of what the Saudi government has done to our illustrious son, in the person of Professor Alaro, we wish to present this token gift to you in appreciation. Thank you very much. Congratulations. I also have one more presentation on behalf of the governor to the founder of the Muhyiddin College of Education, Ilori, Sheikh Jibril Azan. That is where Professor Alaro was produced and is produced as a scholar. So the government is recognizing the teacher where Professor Alaro was produced as a scholar. So the representative of the Aladiya, please. Shola. Abdulhamid Shola. Yeah.
President involved. President.
Thank you.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Lórúkọ organizers fún ètò yìí, torí ìgbìmọ̀ mẹ́ta ló ń ṣètò yìí lónìí. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́, the Alumni Association of Saudi Arabia Universities, Kwara State Branch. Àwọn ni ìgbìmọ̀ alákọ̀ọ́kọ́. Ìgbìmọ̀ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, àwọn náà ni ìjókòó Majlisu Hadha Bayanu Linnas. Ìgbìmọ̀ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta, àwọn náà ni the Right Path Islamic Foundation. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí, àwọn ni wọ́n ń ṣe ètò ìjókòó yìí lónìí. Nígbà tí a wo oríire èyí tí kan náà àwọn ọmọ ìyá wa ṣe. Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà táwọn èèyàn bá orúkọ Nàìjíríà jẹ́ láàmú wa banújẹ́ ìtàn ushpop àbí kí ló kọ rẹ̀ hushpuppi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa la gbàgbé ẹ̀. Bàbá wa rí ẹni tó ṣoríire tó kó oríire ràn wá, kí ló dé tá ní gbé gẹ̀gẹ̀. Ìdí nì tí gbogbo àwọn olóríire yìí fi wá. Tẹ́bánikẹ́ mọ́ àwọn olówó láti Èkó, láti Ìbàdàn, láti Ìwó, láti Kano, láti Sokoto, láti outside Nigeria. Guest speaker wa lónìí ó wà ní hajj lọ́dún yìí. A dẹ̀ pé ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣepọ̀ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú awardee lónìí, alhamdulilayi rabbil alamin. Òní Sunday ló yẹ kó dé Sokoto gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò plane rẹ̀. Ló wá wò pé òun disappoint àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ràn òun. Ọba wa bá plane Kwara wá. Ǹjẹ́ òní plane Kwara wá fẹ́ wá níjọ́ Àlàmísì láti jẹrin. Bó ṣe ń bọ̀ ta láti Saudi Arabia, ó fa àwọn ilé rẹ̀ lẹ̀ o. Nítorí ṣerú ẹ̀ kéré o. Ó wá bọ̀ wá sí Ìlọrin. Kódà òun fún rẹ̀ ló fi rẹ̀ sí hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì kó tó wá pè wáyé pé òun ti wà ní Ìlọrin o ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ Àlàmísì. Ó yẹ ká dúpẹ́ fún púpọ̀. Jazakallahu khaira ya akhana al-karim ayyuha al-muhadir al-yawm sa'adatul professor Muhammad منصور إبراهيم على هذه التضحية الكبيرة. لقد قلتها باللغة المحلية أنت قمت بهذا من أجل الله سبحانه وتعالى. أسأل الله يتقبل هذا منك عبادة بإذن الله تعالى. شكرا جزيلا. أواني أنت أشلوني ẹ̀rù kó àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ bàbá tẹ̀ ń ṣojú gómìnà ẹ̀rù kó àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ wá wo wípé káwọn kí la fẹ́ ṣe ń ta fẹ́ ṣe náà la ṣe a fẹ́ sàpọ́nlé fẹ́ tó lọ́n sàpọ́nlé fún káwọn náà wá lè wo èwo làwọn ó ṣe ushpuppi lẹ pé ushpuppi ọkọ̀ òun gan lé lẹ́nu ṣé ushpuppi ló tẹ̀lé ni àbírú Alaro ìyẹn la fi wá wò pé kájọ jókòó báyìí kájọ dunnú papọ̀ àwa dúpẹ́ fún ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara fún pé kò pẹ́ rárá tá a pè wọ́n short notice wọ́n sì dá wa lóhùn wọ́n wá ìgbìmọ̀ tó wá yìí ìgbìmọ̀ ńláńlá ni àwa náà mọ iyì wọn akínyìn púpọ̀ o ẹ̀ tún wá lásán ẹ̀ tún wá gbé ẹ̀bùn wá fún ìjọba ilẹ̀ Saudi Arabia tí wọ́n kọ́ wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe dáadáa fún wa so kódà ẹ̀ tún fún àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùkọ́ àgbà fún ẹni tí à ń ṣayẹyẹ fún lónìí so akínyìn púpọ̀ àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn táwa níkàlẹ̀ pátá Ọlọ́run kó jọ kó bá san yín lẹ́san dáadáa àwa náà tí a wá ṣètò ìmẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí àwa ní ẹ̀bùn yìí a fẹ́ kí èyí tẹ̀ jẹ́ aṣojú gọ́vùnà wa kí bá wa gbé fún ambassador Saudi Arabia ló tún máa jẹ́ ẹ̀bùn fún wọn nítorí àkọsíbẹ̀ náà ni wípé à ń dúpẹ́ àwa mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí ẹgbẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ jáde Saudi Arabia nípínlẹ̀ Kwara àti adabayanu linas pẹ̀lú asiratul mustaqim the right path Islamic Foundation à ń dúpẹ́ fún ìjọba Saudi Arabia lórí ẹ̀bùn àpọ́nlé àgbáyé tí wọ́n fún ọmọ ìyá wa ẹni yìí wa olólùfẹ́ wa Professor Abdulrazak bin Abdulmajid Alaro ní òní yìí tí ń ṣe 25th of Dhul-Hijjah ẹ̀rí 25th of Dhul-Hijjah mo kọ́kọ́ dákẹ́ díẹ̀ kí n wò ó bóyá àwọn èèyàn pariwo pé 24 ọmọ lónìí 25th of Dhul-Hijjah oṣù kejìlá ní jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ 1443 tó wá ṣe déédéé kàlẹ́ndà aláfọwọ́yí Gregorian 24 July year 2022 afẹ́kí هذه الهدية يقدمها اتحاد خريجي جامعات المملكة العربية السعودية فرع ولاية كوارا ومجلس هذا بيان للناس ومؤسسة الصراط المستقيم يقدم هذه الهدية أو هذا الدرع أو هذا الوسام شكرا وتقديرا. Okay. A ní ẹ̀bùn tí a fẹ́ fi ránṣẹ́ sí gómìnà wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara níbí. Kùránì yẹn wà lórí kìíní. A fẹ́ fi rán yín kẹjọ kẹ́ bá wa gbé fún His Excellency látara gudugudu méje pẹ̀lú yàyà mẹ́fà tó jẹ́ 13 wọ́n ní ká kí wọn pé wọ́n kú gbìyànjú kán wá dákun kán tó bọ̀ mọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú lórí bí ìdùnnú sì máa bára ìlú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó yẹ pé kò sí tó tó náà làwọn ní ká gbé fún wọn kó wọ́n máa yẹ̀ wò kó máa kàtúmọ̀ rẹ̀ kó sì máa lo tó wà níbẹ̀ abẹ́lẹ́ wọn bá mi náà láńlá rẹ̀ kó bá wa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ kó bá wa kún wọn kó kún gbogbo ara lápapọ̀ o. Èkejì ńkọ́.
In the name of Allah,